In Europe, a woman was near death from a special kind of cancer. There's one drug that the doctors thought might save her. It was a form of radium that a druggist in the same town had recently discovered. The drug was expensive to make, but the druggist was charging 10 times what the drug cost him to make. He paid $200 for the radium and charged $2,000 for a small dose of the drug. The sick woman's husband, Heinz, went to everybody he knew to borrow the money, but he could only get together about $1,000, which was half of what it cost. He told the druggist that his wife was dying and asked him to sell it cheaper or let him pay later. But the druggist said, "No, I discovered the drug and I'm going to make money from it." So what should Heinz do in this situation? Should Heinz steal the drug?
My name is Sahaj and I am 14 years old.
So should Heinz steal the drug?
No, I don't think he should steal the drug.
And why is that?
Because it's wrong.
Why do you think it's wrong?
Because if he steals, because everybody needs the medicine, right? So then if he steals, then it would cause panic and then everybody else would start stealing.
Illustrating stage 4 of conventional morality, he argues that stealing the medicine would cause panic, and everybody would break the law. He shows concern for society as a whole, rather than Heinz's wife, the individual. To him, society needs to follow the centralizing framework of the established law. So, preserving the law is more important than the wife's life.
Yeah.
His reasoning fits into Gilligan's ethic of justice, as he believes preserving the law is more essential than Heinz keeping his relationship with his wife.
Hi, I'm Anika and I'm 14 years old.
Okay, should Heinz steal the drug?
Yeah, he should steal the drug.
Why?
Because it's the only way he can save his wife's life.
So, Annika says because it's the only way he can save his wife. This is an example of Gilligan's principle of ethics of care because she is considering the relationship with the wife above the law. Wouldn't you be breaking the law, though?
Yeah, but his wife's right to life is more important than the law.
So what if this wasn't his wife and it was someone else? It was a stranger.
Saving a life is always more important than the drug is greed and the law.
Annika propounds saving a life is always more important than the druggist's greed and the law. This illustrates stage 5 and 6 of Kohlberg's theory of moral development, as she uses the word always in her argument. In other words, she's using a universal principle, or stage 6, to support her stance. Moreover, she employs the phrase right to life, illustrating that she acknowledges the existence of unalienable truths, proving that her decision can be categorized also into stage 5 of post-conventional morality. And should Heinz steal the drug, or should he not steal the drug?
Steal the drug.
Okay, and why?
Because his wife's life is in danger and he should do what he can.
Okay. Tim Miller exhibits stage 5 in valuing life over the law by saying he should steal the drug since his wife's life is in danger and he should do what he can. So, and if Heinz is caught, should he be brought to trial? And what should, how harsh should the judge be in sentencing him, if sentenced at all?
They should take into consideration why he's stealing the drug. He should not be sentenced.
Okay, what is the responsibility of the judge and the society in this case?
They should apply the law accordingly with knowing the situation at hand.
Okay. Would it be as right to steal for a stranger as to steal for his wife? Since he has no personal connection, would he be able to justify it? Or would it be a completely situation entirely?
I think the situation would be quite different. He's stealing for his loved one as opposed to someone he doesn't know. So I think it would be quite different.
Okay. In this situation, Tim Miller applied ethics of care by valuing relationships over law. He believes that it is Heinz's relationship with his wife and the situation that justifies stealing the drug. However, Tim does not believe that Heinz is justified in stealing for a stranger, since he has no relationship with the stranger. Thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
State your name and age for the interview.
My name is Dale Miller. I'm 53 years old.
Okay, and should Heinz steal the drug or should Heinz not steal the drug?
I don't think has any other option except stealing the drug.
Okay, and what does the value of life mean to you in upheld with laws and such in society?
You know, life is the most valuable thing in this world.
Mrs. Miller builds her argument around the idea that, quote, life is the most valuable thing in this world. She conspicuously fits into stage 5 of Kohlberg's theory, stating that the wife's right to life should be elevated above all else. Okay, and if Heinz is caught and brought to trial, should the judge sentence him? And if he does sentence him, what should the sentence be light, or should he be prosecuted to the fullest extent?
I believe the judge, if he is a fair judge, would know that he does not deserve a heavy sentence or a harsh sentence. I think he should sentence him lightly, given the circumstances.
Okay, and would it be as right to steal for a stranger as to steal for his wife?
Probably. I don't think, in the first place, I don't think he will do it for a stranger. But, you know, but if you really value life and you know somebody, well, I wouldn't say a stranger, but you could probably do the same thing for a stranger if you care about life in general. But I think you're more inclined to do that for somebody that you care about.
So relationships play a big role in this scenario?
Definitely. Definitely.
Melinda asks whether or not the matter of relationships is a salient part of the scenario. Mrs. Miller argues that yes, definitely, demonstrating application of Gilligan's ethics of care, as Mrs. Miller values the relationship with the wife over the law. And that is all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our research was inconclusive in terms of whether men employ ethics of justice because the younger boy valued the law more, while Mr. Miller valued the relationship more. On the other hand, both women fit into the notion of ethics of care. Thus, our experience supports the idea that women value relationship over the law. Moreover, according to our research, age did not factor into which stage of morality the subject fit. Mrs. Miller and Annika, the younger girl, both were categorized into post-conventional morality, while both men were labeled as pre-conventional and or post-conventional morality. Today's children are exposed to a lot more media and education than they were before. Therefore, it's quite possible that their sense of morality is developing at a variable rate.